So, it's been a long write any Mafia Taekook story. So, here is Taekook one sort of Mafia Jungkook and his queen Mafia wife. Let's see what will happen. Thanks POV. I was sleeping peacefully before hearing some loud screaming and wood hitting. I got up and went downstairs following the loud noises. I follow it before it leads me to the mafia husband's office. Before I entered, two guards stopped me. Sorry, Mrs. Jian, but it's a pretty important meeting, and Mr. Jian said he didn't want anyone to come in the room. One of them said with a apologistic smile, the audacity this man has. It is almost 2 a.m. for God's sake, and this man wouldn't let me go inside the office where the sick meeting is happening. That interrupted my peaceful hour of beauty sleep. Author's POV. I'm going to count to 5, and if the door isn't open before I get to 4, I swear to the Lord and Devil, I will rip your head off your neck and use it as a flower pot for the entrance of this mansion. Am I clear? Taehyung asked in his most polite voice. Both of the guards' eyes widened and they opened the door before even Taehyung started counting. Good. Taehyung praised them before walking inside the enclosure he stood, making his presence known in the meeting room of his husband. The screaming and fighting of the 12 men stops immediately, and they all sit down and turn to face Taehyung. My husband, John Jungkook's eyes has pure fear in them when he realized they just woke me up before, because how much loud they were in this meeting a few minutes ago. Taehyung had his husband's t-shirt on, and that stopped his mid-thigh, and his shorts was covered by the t-shirt so no one could see his shorts. His leg was in full view and everyone was staring at him. He ignored the stares and walked closer to a table stuck to the wall that had a drawer. I'm gonna go upstairs and I'm gonna fall asleep. If I get woken up one more time, I swear to God I will make you all regret it so bad. Taehyung said, looking at his husband, who was not making eye contact with Taehyung. As Taehyung was about to go back, one of the men had the bravery to speak up. Oh yeah, what are you gonna do, boy? Slap us? He was borderline fat and chubby and was clearly bland. The rest of the men laughed, some of them even doubled over. Except from Taehyung's husband, they all were unaware of the past Taehyung had, the Mafia Queen of the world. As Taehyung looks fragile, but he's not fragile. He will snap your head in blink of your eyes. Jungkook knew what Taehyung was capable of. In one swift move, Taehyung opened the drawer of the table next to him, took out a weapon and aimed it at one of the men, who taunted him right between his eyes. The only sound was the man's body falling against the marble floor, red pulling around him. All the men in the meeting room went pin drop silent. All the men had curious as well as feared expression, which didn't surprise them considering everyone there was a part of Mafia. Dare to taunt the Mafia Queen, whom your mafia boss feared. Taehyung dared everyone in the room eyeing them, expect his mafia husband. Everyone out now. The mafia boss for now the husband of the Mafia Queen commanded with eyes sparkling in something else Taehyung saw before. His eyes shifted from fear to pure desire. One Taehyung smirked to himself, knowing what was going to play out next. All the mafia men filled out until it was just Taehyung and Jungkook was left, and the seven breath-holding guards. You all too, Taehyung was what making the guard to move from their places. Taehyung was making his way to his husband. As one of the guard passed his way, Taehyung grabbed his forearm and whispered in his ear, "Take care of the body, will you?" Taehyung asked in a whisper from his husband's eyes. It looks like the queen is fluttering and making him jealous. The guard gave Taehyung a nod and they continued walking until he reached his husband. Taehyung heard the click of the door, assuring him that we were alone. They climbed on his husband's lap, straddling Jungkook and making sure to position himself on him. Taehyung's wrist laid across around his husband's neck. Jungkook gave him a small smirk before yanking his t-shirt off Taehyung and throwing it somewhere on the floor. Taehyung's chest were in his face, but Jungkook's eyes were trained on his queen. And Jungkook didn't move an inch. Taehyung kissed him slow at first, which with care. Then it turned out into passionate. Taehyung's lips left Jungkook's and started trailing down his neck before they could get further. Jungkook picks Taehyung up off his lap and sits Taehyung on the table. He was going to do something didn't imagine. Jungkook bent down until his lips was next to Taehyung's ear. You impressed me again, my queen, but you ruined one of the important business meeting on. You have to do something in return to make it up. Are you ready? His husky voice was severe in Taehyung's body, but as a Mafia Queen, Tae composed himself and nodded to his husband in full glory. So beg for it. Beg for me to make you feel love. Beg for me to do something to you until you can't remember your name. Jungkook again whispered in Taehyung's ear. Taehyung's pride was not allowing him to do this, but love is capable to make a person to do anything, like anything. So here is the Mafia King begging his husband to do something. Please, Jungkook, please love me. Taehyung looked up at Jungkook with the most doughy eyes he can give. In the next second, Jungkook's lips crashed on Taehyung's. Jungkook's hand wrapping itself around Taehyung's neck, applying the perfect amount of pressure. They were in middle of it, and Jungkook suddenly backed away from Taehyung. Cook, baby, please don't leave me like this. Taehyung begged. Sorry, love, but you interrupted my meeting, and this is your making a punishment. Taehyung scoffed. Was Jungkook serious? Jungkook let out breathy voice, and Taehyung felt he is relaxed now. Freaking heck. Fine. Taehyung rolled his eyes and pushed Jungkook back to the chair. They picked up his t-shirt, put it on, and walked closer to the door, feeling his husband Jungkook's eyes on him. Taehyung walked out and slammed the door. He went to their sharing bedroom, making sure to lock the door, making sure his cheater husband could not come in. He had to sleep on the couch. It is punishment from the Mafia Queen wife. After looking the room, Taehyung went to his nightstand with to take his tool on it. He was gonna get it done whether Jungkook helped him or not. Taehyung grabbed his tool from the drawer. Jungkook brought it from for him once when he was going on a work trip. They didn't throw it out cause they sometimes use it in their exercise. They go to the closet and pick out Jungkook's favorite shorts and put it on, smiling to himself at how hot he looked. They too bad Jungkook will not never see it. Well, not in person at least. Taehyung set up his camera in front of him, positioning it far enough where he can see both Taehyung's face and back. Taehyung pressed the recording button and started getting to work. The voice from the feeling, imagining Jungkook's hand instead of his own. Jungkook, please. They begged to his fantasy. He took a moment to look at himself, red flushed cheeks, dizzy expression on his face, hair a totally mess and completely in bath dress. They grin, knowing how painful it gonna be for Jungkook, but oh well, what can a boy do when his husband ditched him? Taehyung saved the video and sleep in bath dress the rest of the night, leaving the door locked, and he fell asleep dreaming about Jungkook's reaction tomorrow. Jungkook's POV. Yesterday night my sleep was awful on couch, sleeping without Taehyung side by my side is like sleeping on rocks, hard, uncomfortable and wrong. I didn't follow him and call him cause he got so upset, and talking with the upset Mafia Queen was not less than having a death wish. When I told his Taehyung it is his punishment, I expected him to beg and I would have let him do what he want. I never expected him to just give up like that and get upset walking out of the room, and I definitely didn't expect to sleep on couch. The seats was cold and from Taehyung's usual warm body temperature, and the cushion was hard, the opposite of his soft shoulder. I lied my head on every night. I shouldn't have guessed he wasn't up for my teasing, considering my meeting was the one that woke him up at 2 a.m. He was already upset, knowing he gets grumpy when he is tired and hungry. The combination is like WW3. It was also not the best decision, since I should have gotten a good night's sleep, considering I am meeting with one of the most important potential client today. Taehyung could either make or break my empire, and it takes a lot to even scratch it, but Taehyung is capable of doing this. When I left at 6 a.m., I couldn't leave without seeing Taehyung's face. At least I went to our room to check if it was still locked. It was, but I knew I had to use the other key. I grabbed the key Taehyung always insisted on bringing with me and started unlocking the door. I hear a click and that tells me it's unlocked. I walk in and immediately regret it. In front of me is a goddess in his birth dress. My junior is growing and I already woke Taehyung up once few hours ago, so I really didn't need to do it twice if I didn't want to sleep on couch again tonight. And I don't think I can survive that freak. I mumble under my breath, not wanting to wake him up, but still wanting to love him like never before. I ignore my junior and decided going to my meeting is probably a safer option, and then waking Taehyung up just to upset him more when he is still mad at me. I started moving closer to Tae. I grabbed the cover and tugged him in and placed a soft kiss on his cheek. God, I love this boy. I slowly and reluctantly drag my eyes away from his angelic little face and get out of the room as fast as possible. Right now, I am in the meeting, basically falling asleep. But all I can think about is Taehyung. He is like that annoying song that just gets stuck in our head, except he is not annoying, not one bit. As my eyes slowly close, a notification from Taehyung suddenly pops up and jolts me awake. I'm surprised considering he is still mad at me. I look around to the room, make sure no one is looking, and I see the text from them. Suffer. What the freak? I see an image and video attached to it. I open the image and my eyes practically jump out of my eyes. I scott heck, freaking fake. My eyes grow wide, if even possible. The video has a cover of my wife looking hot in Mafia shorts with his finger over his lip. My tongue is jealous of those fingers. I need to watch that video or else I might just kill someone. Excuse me, gentlemen, but I have to go get something from my office, but don't wait up for me. I give a gentle smile and excuse myself. I walk to my office, thanking God it's soundproof and there aren't any windows that my coworker can see through. I sit at my desk, I press play and started hearing his whimpers and cries. I relaxed myself in my office. I was uncomfortable in my office. I haven't done that in years since I got with Taehyung, and God, now how am I going to survive after watching my queen wife? God, this boy is gonna be the death of me. This is end of today's one shot. I hope you will love it. How was it? Don't forget to tell me in the comment section. See you tomorrow with a new one shot. Till then, take care. Safe. Bye bye.